How to connect a four-way switch and its wires in junction box containing a neutral wire. When installing wiring, always select junction boxes that are appropriately sized to accommodate all connected wires and electrical devices. Connecting the four-way switch junction box with the cable from the first three-way switch and the cable to the second three-way switch. Cable from the first three-way switch. Cable to the second three-way switch. Cable stapled to a stud within 12 inches of the cable entry into the junction box. Remove the cable sheath. Cable sheath removed. 14. 3nm cable wires. White, neutral wire. Bare, ground wire. Black, hot wire. Red, hot wire, second. Green wire nuts should only be used to connect the ground wire. The green wire nut has a special hole at the top that allows the bare pigtail of the ground wire, one of the ground wires, to be spliced, to be exposed for connection to an electrical device after splicing. Popular tan wire nut which that fits most connections. Group the ground wires, bare, together and connect them with a wire nut. Spliced ground wire. Insert the spliced ground wire into the junction box, leaving the pigtail outside the box. Spliced ground wire is inserted. Group the neutral, white, wires, cut them to no shorter than 6 inches, strip the ends of the wires about 1/2 inch, twist them, and splice them with a wire nut. Twisting the ends of the wires with pliers ensures a better connection. Secure the connection with a wire nut and insert spliced wire into the junction box. Spliced wires inserted into the junction box. Group the remaining wires and pigtail wire, trim them to no shorter than 6 inches and insert them into the junction box. Wires inserted into the junction box. Four-way switch, rear view. Ground terminal, green screw. Hot input terminals, black screws. Hot output terminals, gold screws. Connecting the four-way switch to wires from a junction box containing the cable from the first three-way switch and the cable to the second three-way switch. Pull the wires out of the junction box. Strip the ends of the wires about 1/2 inch and make a loop at the end of each wire. Loop at the end of each wire. Wires from the junction box that will be connected to the 4-way switch. Ground, bare, wire that should be connected to the ground terminal, green screw, of the switch. Hot, black and red, traveler wires from the 14.3 cable from the first 3-way switch, power source, must be connected as a pair to input connection terminals, as per manufacturer instruction. Both wires of the same cable as a pair must be connected to either the input, black screws, or the output, gold screws, switch connection terminal. It does not matter whether a pair of wires from one of the two cables is connected to the input or output connection terminal, and the wires, red or black, from the same pair can be connected to the same terminal, input or output, in any order for the switch to operate properly. For consistency, the black wires can be connected to one side of the switch and the red to the other. But as a pair from the cable, black and red, they must be connected to the same terminal, input or output. Hot, black and red, traveler wires from the 14.3 cable to the second 3-way switch, which should be connected as a pair to the second switch connection terminals, output. Connect the ground wire, bare, from the junction box to the ground terminal, green screw, of the switch. Ground wire connected. Connect one of the traveler wires, black in this example, from the cable from the first 3-way switch to one of the input terminals, black screw, of the switch. Wire connected. Connect the other traveler wire, red, from the cable from the first 3-way switch to the other input terminal, black screw, of the switch. Other wire from the same cable is connected. Connect one of the traveler wires from the cable to the second 3-way switch to one of the output terminals, gold screw, of the switch. Wire connected. The same colored wire from another cable can be connected to the same side of the switch to maintain consistency in appearance. It does not matter which wire is connected to which terminal screw. Connect the other traveler wire, black, from the cable to the second 3-way switch to the other output terminal, gold screw, of the switch. Other wire connected. Insert the wires into the junction box. Make sure the ground wire does not touch any of the hot screws of the switch. Wires inserted. For the switch to operate properly, make sure that wires from the same cable are connected to the input or output terminal as a pair. Secure the switch to the junction box and level it. Switch secured to the junction box. Install the switch wall plate. Switch installation complete. Where the 4-way switch is installed. Whenever there are 2 3-wire cables in a junction box, and the neutral, white, wires from the cables are connected, spliced, in the box. The two wires, black and red, from one of the cables as a pair, must be connected to the input, black screws, or output, gold screws, terminal of the switch. It does not matter which terminal they are connected to as a pair. It also does not matter which wire, black or red, of the same pair is connected to the left or right side of the same terminal, input or output. The other pair of the second cable must be connected to the other free switch terminal, regardless of which wire from the same pair is connected to either side of the other free connection terminal. If this video is helpful, please subscribe. Comments are welcome.